There's been a really interesting shift happening in the sexual wellness world lately, and I have been loving watching it unfold. Now, for the longest time when people said the sex industry, everyone's brain went straight to toys like vibrators, dildos, strokers, plugs, you know, the usual suspects. Are they fun? Of course. Are they iconic? Absolutely. But suddenly, we are entering a new era. It's not just about toys or taboo anymore. It's about wellness, intimate care, daily rituals. Basically, it's about less of how do I get off fast and more of how do I take care of the parts of my body that help me experience pleasure in the first place. Because if you think about it, we're taught how to use our parts. I mean, not really, actually. Sex education is lacking still in many places, but that's why you come to channels like mine to learn about how to use the parts. But we're often not taught how to take care of them. You know, how to take care of these intimate bits that we have to enjoy pleasure. Now, we're seeing products more designed for how we feel, like comfort, confidence, calm, hydration, hygiene, and yeah, pleasure too, but as a part of a bigger picture. Think of things like vulva and penis skincare, postpartum and post-birth support, pelvic floor comfort tools, nourishing oils, gentle cleansers, healing creams and lubricants, and so on. Even tools for family conversations about sexuality. And I want to talk about why this shift is happening and why it matters, and how it's completely changing the way that you and me think about our intimate bodies. Now, why do I think this is important? Let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Ali. I am a sex education student with the Sexual Health Alliance, and on this platform, we have some casual conversations about sex, relationships, and other fun stuff. And one of the big things that I'm learning coming into this industry, especially being on YouTube, aside from being sent a lot of stuff, all right, I get sent a lot of shit in the mail. I learn about a lot of different companies and what kind of products they have and what their mission statements are and so on. And I've noticed a shift between, you know, classic like big black cock dildo kind of toys to more like skincare regimens. And I was like, interesting. This is interesting. Like, what does this have to do with sexual health or sexual wellness? I did a little bit of digging, and I think it's important to talk to this about you all so that you start noticing this shift and start thinking about your body and your intimate parts in a different way. Now, for decades, anything sexual was packaged like a bachelorette party threw up on it. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the penis lollipops, like the boob things you can stick on yourself, I don't know, magnets on the fridge, like just like really tacky keten things. Keten means like tacky in French, by the way, little French class for today. But over the last few years, the entire aesthetic and the entire intention has evolved. I just learned this fact, and you're probably gonna learn it too, but the sexual wellness industry is now worth over $25 billion, which is crazy, and expected to nearly double by 2032. And that growth isn't just the toys. I'm talking about the lubes, the washes, the pelvic floor tubes, the supplements, all framed as wellness instead of, shh, don't tell anyone. Now, why is this happening? Well, people are finally recognizing that sexuality is part of our overall health. We meditate, we journal, we do breath work, and now we're finally adding intimacy to that self-care list. Because honestly, our intimate parts deserve care too. You know, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, but what about everywhere else? We need to put some care. So it's not just during sex, but in general, we need to put more care into the intimate parts. With sexual education on the rise too, and people learning more about their bodies and pleasure through social media and watching YouTube videos like this, we are learning new ways to take care of ourselves, including myself. With all of the knowledge I have been accumulating as a sex ed student for the past 2 years, let me tell you, I've been learning a lot about my body, more than I have learned in my entire life. One brand that I think represents this shift so beautifully, and I'm not biased or anything, although maybe I am just a little bit because they are from Quebec. So yes, I am from Quebec, but they are really pushing intimate care into the normal wellness routine category instead of the hide this in the back of your drawer category. And their products feel intentional, nourishing, and beautifully simple, more of a spa ritual than a taboo object. And I first learned about them by shopping at my local sex store, and I saw this shelf full of beautiful, what it seemed like skincare products, and I was like, huh, what's going on here? I was curious because I personally enjoy a very nice skincare regimen. I like taking care of my body, my teeth, my hair, my skin, and everything. So I was drawn to them, and they have a range of self-care products for your intimate parts that really blew my mind and opened me up to this whole world of how the industry is shifting from just sex to sexual wellness. I'm talking about products. Let me show you guys some stuff here. What do I have? Like Melt massage and bath oil. I have used this before. It is very nice. We have things like shaving aftercare. I think we have a shaving primer here too. Yeah. We have a shaving primer, we have a shaving aftercare. And when I say shaving, I'm not just talking about the shaving here, all right? I'm talking about shaving of the intimate parts. So if you wanted to prepare yourself, if you're into maintaining that area, then you have some special products to help you with that are irritant-free, fragrance-free for sensitive skin. What else do we have? They have so much intimate tonic gel. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds pretty cool. We got herbal bath oil, a lot of bath products. We even have, oh yes, right here, Nordic Spa bath salts, eucalyptus, peppermint, Scots pine, and black spruce. We got things like balance mist. I don't even know what a balance mist is. Let's open it, shall we? It says no fragrance, prebiotic, microbiome friendly. It says mist to refresh, hydrate, and support microbiome balance. Helps naturally neutralize odor, ideal for underarms, intimate areas, skin folds, or after physical activity. So if you go into the gym, you planning on, getting it on after, then a little balance mist can help with that when you just need a little freshness. Let's smell that, shall we? Ooh, oh, that smells like peppermint gum or something. That is nice. And we also have this, which is one of my favorites. It is a candle. Because when we're talking about wellness, everyone needs a candle, whether it's sexual, whether it's health, whether it's physical, mental, candles are great. But the difference is, this is a massage candle. So when you light it, and this starts to melt, it's not wax, it's actually oil, you could pour it on your skin and massage yourself. They got a lot of stuff. And I just want to emphasize as well that a lot, if not most of these products, because Peach&Cream, for example, they do make sex toys too, but the products that I'm showing you now are centering a lot around foreplay. I always say, well, not I actually, I think it's Esther Perel that says this, that foreplay happens the second sex is over. Now, when I say foreplay, I mean things that make you feel good and relaxed in your body. Bath salts, so you could take a relaxing bath, so you're feeling good and chill, and you're setting yourself up for an opportunity to receive more pleasure, right? It's known that women need at least 20 to 30 minutes of foreplay before engaging in any like P and the V or intense sexual activity. That's why we talk a lot about massages, buying oils and candles and things like this to set the mood, dim the lights, put some music, like get a balance mist going on, Spray that around the room. I think they even have a calming spray just to help you feel good in your body and relax to receive pleasure. And honestly, it's all refreshing. So many of us grew up learning nothing about how to care for our vulva, penis, and pelvic area. We were taught how to wash our face, how to floss our teeth, but not how to care for the most important parts of our body for pleasure, comfort, reproduction, and confidence. So I love seeing a local Quebec brand bring that conversation into the light. Now, before I talk about another revolutionary sexual wellness brand you for sure have heard of, I want to be super clear. This is not a you need to buy more stuff video. It's about education, understanding your body, and expanding your options. And you might even be thinking, I'm fine, I don't need anything new, I have so much crap at home already. And honestly, that might be true. You don't necessarily need anything to have pleasure. But what I have learned through my sex education, talking to experts, and my own life is that when you put effort into taking care of yourself and nurturing your own pleasure, everything in your life feels better. Your stress, your confidence, your mood, your connection with your partner, it all improves. And I don't want to sit here saying like I'm a saint and I do this stuff all the time and I'm doing it right, because Lord knows there are many times where I don't do any of this stuff, even though in the back of my head I should, but I just don't feel like it because I feel like shit for whatever reason. So be it. But when I do it, I do feel better and I do invite more pleasure into my life and I do have more fun. I know a lot of you watching are male because the majority of my audience is male, but I'm sure that there are some of you that when you shower and you get out, you have some kind of skincare regimen, some hair regimen, some teeth regimen, some like down there regimen going on. And I just want you to start thinking about this kind of stuff because I think it's worth the thought. This video is not about consumerism, okay? I want to give you the information, tools, and ideas so you can make choices that genuinely support your body, your pleasure, and your overall well-being. But of course, I gotta give my local Quebec brand some love. And if you're interested in any of these products, you can of course click the link in the description below this video and you'll get 15% off your purchase. Perfect for gifts, just saying. All right, moving on to another brand that really opened my eyes to this shift is Tenga. Now, you probably know them, especially in the male masturbator world. They are famous for their Tenga cup, but when I was in Japan and got to visit them, they introduced me to their other side called Tenga Healthcare. Now, this is where things get fascinating. It's not just about the stimulation for them. It's about education, function, and understanding your own body. So they've created things like the Men's Training Cup series, a 5-step progression for building awareness, stamina, and control. It's genuinely helpful for things like premature or delayed ejaculation, and the vibe is a very personal care tool and not toy in disguise. And their healthcare platform actually organizes products around real needs. So things like painful intercourse, libido support, ejaculation control, preconception care. It's sex, but it's treated like actual health. And they also have an Iroha care line, which is specifically for vulva care. It's a gorgeous, intimate care line that I'm obsessed with. It's super gentle and pH balanced. They have things like cleansers, lotions, refreshing mists, all the things that help a woman feel comfortable, hydrated, and well taken care of. Since we're on the topic of Japan, now, if you want more behind the scenes content from that trip, including some of the more taboo subjects of Japan's red light industry, you can find it on my Patreon. That's where I share deeper travel stories, reflections, and things that don't always make it onto YouTube. It's a really wonderful way to support the channel, and it genuinely motivates me to keep studying, exploring, and sharing this knowledge with you. And if some of you love slow TV and cozy behind the scenes travel content with some, nice background music, I also have a YouTube membership called The Travel Fling, where I post longer form videos, content of my trips. There's no talking. There's just some nice music, some scenery. Maybe you'll see me walking in the street somewhere in the world. But yeah, you'll find both of those links below. So let's go back to the sexual wellness shift. I just want to emphasize that it's important because it reframes pleasure as a part of health. And sexual wellness affects everything. And that's why we need to talk about it more. It affects your physical comfort, your body confidence, your emotional intimacy, your mental health, your hormonal changes, and your relationship communication. And research backs this up. There was a study in 2022 in the Journal of Sex Research, and they found that sexual satisfaction is linked to overall well-being. Duh. I mean, I feel like that should just be common sense, physically and mentally. And as stigma drops, communication improves, relationships strengthen, and people feel more confident in their own skin and start having better sex and just enjoying themselves more in a safe, healthy way. So when you have a company that frames products around care and not shame, like Peach&Cream and Tenga, it's not just about their branding, it's social change. They're talking about things like dryness, pelvic pain, erectile health, menopause. I mean, Peach&Cream also has a vulva balm. Actually, where is it? Just one second. So they have this thing called Lips. It's a vulva balm specifically to help women with vaginal dryness. There it is, look how cute it is. Let's smell it. All made with natural products like jojoba oil, castor oil, and so on. Peach&Cream Apothecary. And these conversations used to be whispered, and now they are becoming a part of wellness culture. And honestly, it's about damn time. And this new wave of sexual wellness also expands who these products are for. So it's no longer young, straight couples only. We're finally seeing older adults, queer and trans folks, people with disabilities, diverse bodies, and diverse needs. Why? Well, because everyone deserves access to intimacy, comfort, and pleasure. And the industry is slowly catching up to reality. And talking about our intimate health shouldn't be radical. It's the same body. It's just a different part. Whether it's Peach&Cream, Tenga, or any other wellness-centered brand, think of these products as a part of your self-care routine if they support you. Because you deserve to feel good, I deserve to feel good, we all deserve to feel good in our bodies, in our relationships, and in our own skin. And finally, I've actually started giving these intimate care products as gifts, not because I have so many of them, because honestly I have a suitcase full, I should start giving some of this shit away, but I actually go out and like buy these products. I've bought a bunch of Peach&Cream stuff for friends for gifts and giving them a little bit of an intimate care package, because people get shy buying this stuff for themselves or they don't know about it. I don't know a lot of people that are gonna go into a sex shop and like look for this kind of stuff. I have no shame. I will go in the sex shop, and it's been really fun buying some care products. And it's not just for people who are in couples too. Like even if you don't have a partner, you can still self-pleasure. So buying things like wax candles, the bath salts, bath oils, things like that to just give yourself some love. And people have been really into it and curious too. All in all, I'm super excited where this industry is heading. There's more care, more education, more comfort, and more long-term wellness. I'm excited for more research to come out and just the messaging all around. So I'm curious now, what does intimate wellness mean to you? Comfort, confidence, connection. I'd love to hear what your intimate care routine is for yourself. I know one thing that I have been doing for myself is I have been oiling up my body like crazy. After the shower, I apply oil everywhere, and it just makes my skin feel so damn good. And speaking of oil, I've also been using the massage oil melt on my partner, because we've been doing a lot more massages lately, even if it doesn't lead to sex, because we're trying different things where things don't always have to lead to sex, and we're just there for pleasure and not a goal of having to orgasm. So it's been really fun massaging each other, playing with lighting and candles and such. And like I said, I just think it's something worth looking into and giving a try. So if you like this video, if you learned something, if you want to share something, leave it in the comments below. And of course, if you like this content, like, subscribe, do the ring bell thing and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to say a big thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Je vous aime.